Hello again, folks. Sorry it's been a while. I've been looking on YouTube myself and I've noticed that there's not a lot, well, the people I follow, there's not a lot of modelling going on at the moment. We all must be doing the gardens or going on holidays. Anyway, I thought I'd better do a little clip and just say, show you what I've been doing. I'll start with what I haven't been doing. So, the lighthouse, the dreaded lighthouse. Yeah, I've not completed it. I said I would. I haven't. The roof, it's just the roof really. Got all the electrics in there. Nice to tidy it up, but I haven't done that. So there's the confession straight off. So, I have been doing a little bit though. So if we move this way, this is very much the same. You'll see there's a few signs, beware of the trains there. I've made a couple of signs, stop, look and listen. Moving round again, there's the odd little bits and bobs that I do. Not sure if you'd pick up on it, but coming around to this section now. Yeah, bit of overgrown weeds or whatever there. Apparently the stuff, I got it off the market again, a little market stall. It was advertised as horsehair. The real fine stuff, the green stuff in amongst it. That works quite well. Not sure if it's horsehair, I think more like it's strands of nylon. But hey, so finished the greenery around there. Now when I first started doing this, I thought, are you just sort of greening this area over just to get it done so you can crack on with the other ideas that you'd got? And well, there might be an element of truth in that, but you've got to have some greenery, isn't it? You know, it's not all buildings and the nice pieces. But anyway, so we're coming around now to the first piece. There's the join, the end of that building. You will see, or you'll probably remember that I said I was going to add some more boards. They've turned up. I'll pull back a bit here so you can see. And as you can see, that one's new. Sorry, it's in a bit of a mess. Corner board. Moving round to what would be the main station, with a pier and the bathing booth, and there'll be 3 engines or trains passing at that point. Then moving round to the section of the boards I haven't built yet. I'll fill that gap back to good old Smuggler's Reach. And I've got a board for that, and in the corner of course Witch's Hollow. For those who follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I do appreciate the comments about the witch, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Sorry for the shaky camera work. I'm trying to bend down and you probably can't see. Should say, yep. We've got the witch flying a bit more now. You can see I put some black, just black boarding around there. I think it's going to have a light. It's going to have a lot more toadstools. They're fantastic toadstools. Smallbrook Studios yet again. We've got the start of a skeleton in there at a platform. Well, the ideas for him is to bob up and down. Again, as the train's coming. Pull back a bit. Yeah, maybe going a little bit too quick, but hey, there you go. So that bit, I've done a little bit more, as you can see, still nowhere near finished. Pulling back again on this section. And let's go back to this piece. Now, I think most of you realise now I don't come up with any of these ideas. I pinch them from the early morning milk train, and my wife will curse because I am dreadful at taking pages out of books. Now I will say I have got a very nice edition of the early morning milk train, and I haven't touched that. But this one I did find on an auction site at a ridiculous price, and when it turned up, a lot of these pages, well, a few of them, were detached. So this piece here from that section there, I'm going to attempt this bridge when it turns up, and I like that. I really like that. That's the sleeper train. I've got some wagons coming from, well, not wagons, coaches coming from Smallbrook Studios. Everything comes from Smallbrook Studios. That I think I can turn nicely into that. And if we come down then, we've got piers. Now, I've only got I've got 3 drawings that Emmet did of piers. Yeah, that one, not so interested in. Yeah, that's the wall one, isn't it, with the floating pontoons. But this section up here, yeah, I like that. And I didn't realise, but I was talking to Michael from Smallbrook Studios, and he said, look, the top of the pier, ice cream cones. And yeah, I've had a go at this. Now look, with all my work, this is work in progress. So if you're looking at this and thinking that looks completely rubbish, I'd have to agree with you at the moment. But let's see what it looks like in a little bit. I'm working on the pier there. It's coming out. I think you all know what's going to... Well, any Emmet fan will know what that bathing hut's going to have, or what's going to happen to that bathing hut. There, of course, will be a swimmer, and he will pop out of there and dive into the water and go round in a circle. That's really what got me hooked all those years ago, really, when I saw that. You know, it's, yeah, awesome. What can I say about that? Let me move a bit closer. So this one here, Hector, he's on the main line. He'll be the one that'll go continue run. So he goes around the loop, changes the polarity, and backwards and forwards. So he'll be going backwards and forwards all the time. Now if we move on to the next one, the green engine there, Nelly. Now Nelly is going to be going backwards and forwards. Starts off at the other station. Will come round, and I'm going to have something in this section here. It'll be a platform or a loading bay or something. Stop there, and it'll literally go back. Here's a little building and knocked up one evening. Got to have the passengers do not tease the engines, please. And just a little round there. Yeah, refreshments and ferry tickets. Now that's going to have another baseboard behind it, and that track there leading off will sort of disappear behind it. So yeah, I'm going to have basically two engines working on what do you call them, like not station stops, goes to the end of the line and then it'll stop there for a while, and just reversing loops. I think let's call them not reversing loops, reversing things, whatever they're called, I don't know, but they'll go backwards and forwards, because I've always wanted this layout to be, being it's Emmet, to have quite a lot going on. Or I will just push back to here. If you ever ask, what do I use as couplings? In fact, if I go into there, what do I use? And it's probably not the best one because this one's quite a way apart. But if you see those two little brass hooks there, they are these. Now they're on the Sunday market where I live. There's a watch or clock repairer, and he sells these little keys. So I just cut they're really cheap. I think he charges 10p a key. So I cut the chrome pieces off, file them round, and that's what I use. Yeah, there's a drawing there of what I copied the Lazy Beach Special off. I will be doing a wagon, the same as the bathing hut, but that's for another day. Coming around here, it's Heathcote Electrics again, my favourite go-to. Got some signals, they're old Meccano ones, obviously going to get those working. And coming back around to this section now, and this, you can see I've literally, that's the first stage. Yeah, doesn't look anything really, but hopefully we will have a water mill, and I do love this. That's the early morning milk train, and there's the cow being milked in the early morning and the milk churns next to it. So if I just pull away a little bit now, and I hope it's interesting. I should have said from the start that there'd be no trains running, because that would have given you all the chance to switch off and look at something a lot more useful. But this is where I've got to. I mean, it's done a fair amount, really, considering. Looking forward to getting that board there so we can get the train running again. And yeah, that's where we're at so far. Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. So just sweep round, just give you a bit of an idea where I've done. So that board there was attached to there, just near the pink house. And that's it, folks. So, as I say, I'm sorry there's no trains running, but I've been looking on YouTube at the guys I follow, and as I say, not many people are putting videos on at the moment, and so I thought I ought to do something. So, happy modelling again, folks, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.